St. Patrick's Day is a day of tradition. For some, it's green beer. For Eddie Williams, it's a pair of good walking shoes and a 40-kilometer journey. He's been making this trek for almost half a century, and this year we caught up with him to see how he's holding up.
Dressed in green and striding through Toronto's streets, Eddie Williams is a man on a mission. He's walked this route for nearly 50 years.
This is good walking weather. The wind's in my face, but that's okay. No matter what the weather is, I've never missed a year. I've had rain, snow, but no weather as bad as Barney had in 1976. I've been so fortunate.
Barney is Barney Hurd, a man who walked from Toronto to Oakville every St. Patrick's Day for 2 decades. He picked up where Charlie Priestman left off, and Priestman was even awarded a key to the city of Oakville for his dedication. Now Eddie Williams has walked nearly 50 times, but he says he hasn't seen the same kind of recognition.
No politicians have ever come down there to meet me or anything like that, and all the time I've done it.
I caught up with Eddie later in Port Credit, still striding forward, soaking in the energy from passing cars and pedestrians. For him, the walk isn't just about distance. It's about connecting with the people who expect to see him every year.
I always like to face traffic, and then people can see me, so I'm not turning around waving to them, because there's so many people know that, and they're expecting me out here. So I'm thankful every morning that I wake up that I'm able to do something like this. I always say there's one good thing about it. It's one way and it's once a year.
After hours on his feet, the wear and tear are setting in, but his focus remains on one thing.
One step at a time. Legs are pretty sore. Knees are really bad. Not worried about how long I take. It's, when you start, you want to make sure you finish.
Every few minutes, someone waves, shouts his name, or asks for a photo. A small moment that reminds Eddie just how much this walk means to the community.
How you doing?
I'm happy to see you.
Good.
You've made my day.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him in the local papers, and I have actually seen him when I've driven by on St. Patrick's Day, so then I kind of looked it up. But yeah, I think I thought about him yesterday actually, and this made my day to see him. People don't do that kind of stuff anymore, so that's nice.
After nearly 40 kilometers, the finish line is close, but the weight of the walk is clear. It's taken everything he has. I asked him what it took to push through.
Feels good. It was a pretty hard it took all my mental stability to force myself, because you're in so much pain.
At the finish line, Eddie's family and friends are waiting, including his sister, who has seen him complete this walk year after year. What shape has Eddie shown up in past years?
Well, he's done really well. He hasn't been bad at all. He's a little tired, of course, but this year and previously last year, he had some problems with blood clot in his leg, so he's really pushing it.
How much longer do you think Eddie's going to be able to do this for?
Well, he says he's going to keep going till he can no longer, so I know he's really makes up his mind. He goes for it.
After nearly 40 kilometers, Eddie takes his final steps across the finish line to cheers and applause. So how does he feel about this great accomplishment?
Oh, relieving. Really, I'm really glad that I finally finished it up. It was really a mental test this time.
With another St. Patrick's Day walk behind him, Eddie celebrates the way he always does, surrounded by friends and family. In Oakville, I'm Dee Glazebrook for Halton News.